Well, hi everyone, it's Jillie. Thanks for stopping by my channel. It's Wednesday and it's Valentine's Day. So happy Valentine's Day, lovelies. So today, oh, this is interesting. So today, well, first of all, gosh, I've got a couple things to share. I wanted to share this with you. So cheers, everyone. It looks like a beer, but it's not. It is my homemade gingerade kombucha, and it is luscious, if I do say so myself. So, oh yeah, so good. Okay. So for those of you who watch my channel regularly, I think it was my last video. It was a coffee talk video, and I talked about a tarot fail in which I got a deck that did not live up to par. But in the meantime, I also had another tarot tragedy, and that is that I lost the Seven of Swords card to my beloved Druidcraft deck. So I have looked all over. I usually don't take this deck out, so I know that it has not left the house. So I looked all over the place in this room and I can't find it. And what I think is that it might be stuck under one of my desk is a door on top of two filing cabinets. And I think it might be stuck under a filing cabinet. And if not, then I have two friends that come over for wine and tarot, and we all use the same deck. So I'm hoping that maybe it's either under there or with one of my friends. But in the meantime, I knew, excuse me, that I had wanted to pick this deck up again. And it's really not expensive on Amazon right now. It's like $12. So I ordered the deck. It did not come in the big box. It came in a small, it's not a tuck box. It's the lifty kind of box. And it's got a really cute book in it. And I just picked the card. I just opened the plastic wrap on it right now. And I'm feeling the cards, and they feel the cardstock's different. It's much easier to, I don't know, those of you that have this deck know that it's a little bit thick and stiff, and it's still thick. It's still a thick deck, but it's not as, I don't know, like it just feels different. It feels more bendable, which I personally like. So that's my week so far, people. Yeah, lost a card. And I don't know when I lost it. That's the thing. So it's just frustrating, isn't it? And I hate that feeling. And I had a near miss with this deck and a card not too very long ago. And your heart just goes to your throat, man. Oh, it's awful. So we're going to do our midweek reading. And I always get excited about these. I always like to see what the cards have to offer us. And this is my favorite deck. I think it shows up on camera really well. And somebody, I think it's Dee, commented that she likes to pull hers out and use it as well. Read along with. So that's neat. All right, so we're shuffling. Let me see if I can do a, what do you call this? Waterfall shuffle, cascade shuffle, whatever that is. Yeah, do you hear that? They're really shuffling nicely. Oh, and my fan on my computer has turned on again. And you can hear the church, well, maybe you can't because of the fan, but the church bells are ringing for noontime. All right. I hope everybody's having a good week. Let me cut these. And let's just pick a card that kind of gives us the energy that that's out there for midweek. Ooh, I've got the Queen of Pentacles. Let's see her. Gosh, I love this deck, the colors in it. So this queen is, like she's the queen of earth, right? Because pentacles are about earth. So she is the mistress, she's the queen of hearth and home. And she is probably most at home at home. She's a great money. She's a great money manager. She manages her home and her family well. And then I love that she has this red gown on, because that would be, you know, earthbound. She's grounded. So I think of all the queens, she probably is the most grounded, and she is most probably she's most probably the most practical, common sense wise. I think she's probably the most um, common sense queen out there. I mean, they all are, but I think she probably is the most grounded in herself, knows herself, knows what's going on in her life with her family, has things pretty well under control. So that might be what we're experiencing right now. We might be experiencing a time this week and in this midweek where we feel like, man, we've got this. We've got things under control, that we're grounded, that we are you know, we've got our home and our finances in line. Many of us are filing taxes. I know we're doing that this week, so it'll be fun to see if we get a refund. I think we're going to get a refund, but yeah, to see, you know, if you're going to get a refund. I think that there are people too that may be working, you know, working at their jobs, and their jobs are going well. They feel like they have a handle on what's going on at work, on what's going on at school if you're a student. We're also taking care of our health. This is the beginning of the year. Many of us have made those New Year's resolutions, and we're trying really hard to keep them. I know I am. I'm really happy because although it's still very cold out, the ice has melted, and so I can get outside more, I can walk more, I can run more, I can actually walk to the gym without fear of falling and you know, hurting myself. So that's a good thing. I think the Queen of Pentacles always sort of reminds me of the 9 as well. You know, the 9 of Pentacles, she's a woman who has come into her own. She is a self-made woman, and I kind of think that about this queen too. I feel like she's really come into her own. She has made a very good and comfortable life for herself. I think too, nutrition. I think that she is probably you know, I think she probably enjoys, and in the Waite Smith deck, she is sitting outside. Well, she is here too, but it's she's sitting outside in a lush garden. So yeah, I think we're just feeling at home in ourselves, which is a good thing. Okay, let's this next card will be a card that, for something that we can, something that might be blocking us a little bit, something that we can do without. Okay. And, oh, and this is the High Priest. So to me, this card would represent dogma as opposed to faith. Okay. So, and it could be dogma in work. It could be dogma at school. It's the red tape. It's the rules for rules' sake. Okay. That's what I'm getting from this card. If we have this card in a position of what can we, you know, what can we do well without? What can we pass up? That would be it for me. We can look beyond the red tape, because we can really get tangled up in that kind of stuff. And this also, you know, this can be the red tape of religion. It can be the red tape of politics. It can be the red tape of, you know, like I said, things at your job or things at school. But those sticky things, maybe, you know, you might be trying to do something and you are getting no's. Don't get tangled up in that. Don't get tangled up in the, oh, you know, this is spirit saying that, then this isn't for me. If you believe that it is for you, keep pushing. Um, Likewise, if you are feeling very weighed down by somebody else's rules, by what I'm working with somebody who's feeling very, she's an adult and she's feeling very oppressed by her parents who live close by, and the rules and the agenda that they still have for her, even though she's been out of their house for 10 years and she's married. So, you know, that tends to hold her down. That to me would be like dogma, binding, that kind of thing. So we want to definitely stand up, get away from, cut ties, cut cords, cut that red tape, whatever it is, and out of there. Okay, so this card, the last one, is something that we can look forward to, something that we should, an action card. It's something that we should do to make life better for the rest of the week, okay? Wow, interesting cards, man. Okay, so we get the Lord. So honestly, like, these two cards are pretty darn similar. So what do you think the difference is between the High Priest, who would be the Hierophant, and the Lord, you know, who would be the Emperor? What do you think is the difference? So the difference for me in these positions is that this guy, the High Priest, can get wrapped up, as I said, in the dogma, in the red tape of things, in the rules, in the tradition for tradition's sake. This guy is all about choice and responsibility, and he's about responsibility and fairness. You know, he is, and he's about management. You know, managing time, managing resources, which would be very similar to the Queen of Pentacles as well. Where he can get hung up, though, so this is a warning, or be careful of this, where he can get hung up in, I don't think that he has so much fun, because I think he's so mired down by the responsibility, which might also be what this, what the High Priest card is about too, is cutting the red tape of responsibility for responsibility's sake. Like, everybody needs to, everybody needs to get out and have free time. So if you're a caretaker of a parent, if you're a caretaker of a loved one, if you're a mom, if you're parents, you know, everybody deserves respite for a while. So go do that. You know, definitely go do that. Yeah, wow, 2 majors and a court card. So this is important stuff. Yeah, what do you think? I would love to know. And I hope this has helped you. If it has, let me know that too, with a thumbs up and a comment. I appreciate those. And I will be back again real soon with another video. So take care, everyone. Thank you so much for watching and for inviting me into your lives to do these weekly readings. I really enjoy doing them, and yeah, have a great day. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.